Hi, friends. I'm Dr. Anil Bhoraskar, Diabetologist, SL Raja Hospital, Asian Heart Institute, and Asian Cancer Institute, Mumbai. I'm here to bust some of the myths about diabetes. Diabetes is riddled with myths, and therefore it is important that people know what are the myths and what are the facts. The commonest myth which is prevalent, in fact people say, there is a saying in Marathi, "Sakhariचा खातो त्याला देव देतो," but in diabetology this term is used like "साखरेचं खातो त्याला देव नेतो." So this kind of a phobia about sugar and whether the sugar is poison or whether quantity of sugar is the right amount, there are so many misunderstandings and people are completely confused with contrary advices, and therefore let me tell you that sugar is not a poison in a right amount, and therefore you have to really define what is the right amount. In kitchen language, if a person wants to have his first cup of tea with a 1 teaspoonful of sugar, we allow him to take it. In the evening, he wants to have a cup of coffee and he prefers to have with little sweetener in that, then we allow another teaspoonful of sugar. So in nutshell, an individual with diabetes is allowed to take 2 teaspoonful of sugar in a day. The question is, once you give this liberty to the patient, then they say that there is a Ganpati festival and there is a prasad. Can I eat prasad? I say, if you eat prasad like prasad, that means the quantity should be minimized to maybe 1 teaspoonful. Then certainly, as a blessings of Almighty, you can take 1 teaspoonful of prasad. But prasad doesn't mean you feed yourself with all kinds of modaks and all kinds of karanjis and jalebis. That is not allowed. That is 100% no for a diabetic patient. Second problem, that the children are told today that this is white poison and you should not take sugar, which is actually scientifically right, because children, when they are growing, they are in the formative years of their life. Their brain is getting developed. If a child is fed on only sugary substances or sugary things like ice creams, yogurts and sweets, they develop a small center in the brain which is actually an anatomical center which craves for sugar. Now this child who is fed with this kind of sugar in his early childhood craves for sugar throughout his life, and that is why we keep children away from sugar. Again, children can be given a small amount of sugar in their milk. As it is, drinking milk is a big ordeal for many parents. They say the children just don't touch milk, and they want to give flavors to the milk. They want to add something to that. But there also, we insist that you use minimum amount of flavoring agents or various commercially available products. They all contain carbohydrates. If a person does not like that, then you can make some velchi masala at home, give the child and give him the taste of milk. It contains milk. Milk contains lactose. Remember, milk is not free of carbohydrate. It has a carbohydrate in it. But adding extra sugar in that, in a child's drink, is definitely detrimental. The third myth about sugar, that we don't take sugar but we take honey. That's the wrong thing to say. Then many people say that, sir, for a taste in the food, in tea and other varieties, we need to add some sweetening agent. So we put good in that. Now please remember, good also has calories. Good also has sugar. Good also produces rise in blood sugar. But one benefit is there of good over sugar, that good contains iron, and when you make sugar white, commercially available sugar cubes, they look very attractive. But to make them look attractive and prepare sugar, the sugar factories use chemicals which are harmful, and therefore the sugar which is commercially available, which is sparkling white, is definitely more dangerous than good, and therefore good also should be minimized. The third thing is honey. A lot of people say we drink honey and lime in the morning. We don't take tea. Now that is nothing very intelligent, let me tell you that, because you are consuming the same amount of calories. Honey and lime is good as long as you minimize the amount of honey. That is very important. Sorry. Now, there are many things that are very important. A lot of people get a feeling of hypoglycemia, particularly people who take insulin and oral drugs. They feel that when they feel funny, they feel their sugar is low, and they take something sugary or eat something sweet and feel well. Now, there is something very amazing about these food products. A normal man also, if he is given some sweets and chocolates and food, he feels well. They are feeling good when the food has a positive effect on human mind. But if you feel your sugar is low, the right thing to do is to check your sugar, that whether these symptoms what you are getting are really genuinely due to low sugar, or you are just feeling low, just feeling depressed, and you feel nice if you eat a sweet. So this should be avoided. Now this is about the blood sugar. Now in our next episode, what we are going to discuss is a very big confusion about dietary fats.